Ready or not, here I come now. Let's play hide and seek. Prepare to be caught. Here I come now. Let's play hide and seek. Riding on the playground, no mountains to make a sound. Round and round and round and round. No one wants to be first found.
Ooh, this is heavy. I'm going to read you guys something. And it's just a Facebook thing. But this has to do with Kelli Farley. And I think, I never really thought that she was like doing the rugs or anything like that. I felt like she was doing alcohol. And that's kind of what it says here. But anyway, I'm not going to put any names on there. I'm just going to read you what people say and what she responds to them with. Anyway, it's like a guy says, absolutely gorgeous. Then another woman says, gorgeous, love, love. You look so happy, exclamation point. And she writes back to the lady, thank you, lady. Still working on happiness, but it's better to be happy than mad, I guess, LOL. Another woman says, gorgeous. Another woman says, beautiful lady, may you be blessed with love and happiness. And she writes back to that person, thank you, I needed that. And then another woman says, so pretty. Another woman says, beautiful as always. Another woman says, goodness, girl, that glow looks good on you. And she writes back to her, she says, ah, you all are so nice, and a big old heart. And the other woman writes back to her, says, I seriously miss seeing you here. But you look so happy in your element there. She says, and she writes back, she says, yeah, less alcohol, LOL. I definitely am having struggles, but it just don't feel so lonely, and I love doing it all on my own, mostly, LOL. We almost there. And she writes back, good for you and Sky. I'm sure it's not easy peasy, but you're doing it, and that's awesome, chica, one day at a time. Then another person says, you look fabulous and happy. You're glowing. She writes back to them, she says, why is everybody saying that? Haha. I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much with the heart. You have a good day. You have a good day, gorgeous. And they're referring to this photograph right here, which is October 14th, 2022. Now, I'm going to show you something that makes my heart just hurt. It just bothers me so much. And I always, I don't know if you guys see my videos, but whenever I come across this particular picture or whatever, not this one, but the one I'm going to show you, I feel that it's Dot. I've always felt that it was Dot. Even before and it was weird too, because I've never even delved into the Dot thing very much. I mean, I've heard a few things, but I mean, just barely. But this, it's really bothering me because I don't know if, there was any involvement here, or if the wrong place, there at a certain time, and it just, I don't know. But I'm going to show you who I think this person is. And if that's the case, well, and I also want to tell you too, is that this girl right here, she's in prison. Or maybe she's not. What if she's a witness? And they just put her somewhere safe. She was in the Latah County Jail from May something till just like 2 or 3 weeks ago. And then it said on her thing that she got like, I thought it said like 4 years. But it was, there was stalking, harassment, obstructing an officer, a few other things. But it was her only offenses at that point. And it was just like one through there. And I think, so my whole thing about this case that I've said all along is that the people involved in this that aren't necessarily involved, but were there, or, thought something was going to go down, but didn't realize it was that, or whatever it was. Maybe just happened to be walking by at the time. I don't know. But I've said all along that these people are something's gonna happen, because you can't keep that stuff in. You just can't. That's toxin. That is, it festers. And especially if you have any type of soul and heart, then it's going to eat at you, and it's going to cause, it's different for everybody, but I mean, it's going to cause something. It's going to cause something negative in your body and in your brain, and who knows what else. And I don't know, but she's got a kid, and I just, he's so cute too. Oh my God, he's so cute. But I do believe that it was her and her, either, and I don't know if they got married or not. I don't think they did. But the baby daddy. And, okay. I guess I show you. Okay, hold on. Oh, one thing I wanted to add too is that I don't find her connected to any of the other Farleys. I don't even. It's really interesting. I can't find. I mean, I don't know. I've looked at certain things, and I thought at one point I had a connect, but and I still might. It's just through his dad, who married a different woman, and it might be through that, but there's really no connect straightforward, I don't think, to him. Pretty sure. I mean, I could be wrong for sure, but yeah. Okay. Be totally freaking wrong, and hopefully I am, but I feel like this is her. And although she looks a little rough in this, but think about what happened, and think about what, if witnessing anything, which it certainly looks like something happened, because the look on her face says it all. It looks like her hair, I mean, it looks like her just woken up in the morning, just a rough time. And what's interesting, see all the garbage in there? I'll show you another picture. All that around there. When that drone was out there, none of that was there. And look, the cops just are standing there. They're not, I mean, this is a crime scene, and people are walking by, and they're just standing there, just jabbering away. And this guy, the way he walked down really kind of weirded me out. It could be her baby daddy. I look at all that garbage, man. I don't know. I'm just speculating, obviously. But look at them just standing there. They're not even... And they're looking at these tracks on the road, and those things were there when Xana was doing her little spew about where she worked and stuff. And they're gonna go in there, and they're gonna start measuring them and all sorts of stuff, acting like they are the tracks, the burned rubber tracks from a car peeling out that night or that morning. They're not from that. They're way old. Look, he wants out of there. He's not looking up. He didn't look up. He didn't acknowledge anything. He's down. His hands are in his pocket. He is on the move. I've always thought that trash pile behind that, where like in between his legs right there, is Sussford. It just doesn't, something about it. I think there's a pizza box there too. It makes me wonder too, did they interview these people? I mean, they were in the neighborhood, and now they're leaving the neighborhood. Did they interview them? I'll give you that answer, and I'm pretty sure I'm right about that. That would be a no. I mean, look, he's not even looking up. He's just head down. He's not, acknowledging anything around him. He's just on the move. The Seahawks vest on. Look who that is. That's the good old Tisdale from the night before on Banfield. Feels like this was so long ago. It's interesting, the vehicles that are there and the ones that are in the neighborhood prior and after this horrible thing that happened. They're all right there, and they were all overlooked. They had to search for another one instead. Okay, you guys, so we got a little problem here when it comes to, well, I don't know if it's her or not, but it's definitely her baby daddy. His name is Jesse Allen Blackburn, and I'm talking Kelli Farley's son's father. He's been in some trouble in Oregon, and some not so good stuff, because it kind of looks like the Farleys run in the same kind of circle as the Blackburns. She's never been in trouble for this type of stuff, but he definitely has. He's got a couple of reckless. He's got what else does he have? So these are all in 2018 and 17, and he was 22 at the time. I think he's 25 now or something like that. Yeah, he's got harassment in here somewhere. Manufacturing, delivering controlled substances in Schedule 5. Schedule 5, I'm not sure what that means. It does show that I think it showed that one was a felon. The fine. There's some here I don't understand. They're misdemeanors. I'm like, how come these are misdemeanors? Like, so it's 2017. There's a driving uninsured. I'm sure that's a misdemeanor. But then there's harassment. And that was in, that was like January 27th, January 26th of 2022. So early in the year. So the same year, and let's see. Hudson, I think he passed on, I think May, the dates are so weird on his. May 1st, I think, 2022. So sad. There's a harassment there. And convicted of that. I don't know where to find where the time served or anything like that, but then he's got 2021 violating basic speeding. Let's see, 2017 criminal, that would be driving under the influence, so a DWI. Then he's got a few down here. Reckless driving, 2018, driving under the influence, controlled substance offense, 10. That one's a felony. The other ones are misdemeanor, controlled substance offense. That one showed up as a misdemeanor. I don't know how that happens. And there's more possession of controlled substance. And manufacturing, delivering was a misdemeanor. They call that a misdemeanor. That's crazy. I mean, you're manufacturing it? That's crazy. Anyway, so now I'm wondering if, because he's supposed to be in Moscow now, and if she came over to see her son and was worried about, him being in a situation with this kind of thing, then, I probably would have been a little PO'd myself. She, like I said, she doesn't have any convictions of anything with this kind of thing, but she does with drinking. So I'm not sure if she's involved in this or not, but this is kind of spooky knowing that these guys are in town and they're literally right there, just like the other guys are, to the house. Except for Kelli's even closer because she's roaming around that area. She's homeless. So she's, just driving around. I mean, because you can't, stay in one spot. She'll get in trouble. Obviously, in the police reports, it does show that, too. Like, she's being definitely, people are calling in on her, being, sitting out, in front of on the road or whatever, and lights coming on in her car. Just, anything and everything. So, there's that. That's something, huh? So, August 2018, August 1st. So, this is him and her. And I don't know, that's not a very flattering picture of her. Or him, actually. What's he got on his arm? Oh, he's got those ear things that make your lobes really big, where the holes are. These are so gross. They look like they hurt. Can you imagine? Let's just taking those out, and you got a big old this hole in your ear. Well, it looks like there might be some trouble with this couple here. So that's not good. I am not suggesting this is her baby's daddy's, that his doing here, or that he's even involved in this. I'm just showing some Blackburns that have had some issues. recently. So, and it's not his name or anything. It's just, I don't know if they're related. I really don't know. So SPD arrest two subjects. They spelled two wrong in a weekend drive-by shooting, December 13th of 2022. So two suspects were arrested in this drive-by around 6:30 p.m. Officers responded to a report of a drive-by shooting near the 1400 block of East 7th. Officers were advised that the caller heard multiple shots. Officers arrived in the area and made contact with the victim, who said she was walking in the area when she was shot at by people in a vehicle. The victim was transported to the hospital with minor injuries. Additional officers quickly located the suspect car several blocks from the scene. Both the driver and the passenger were arrested without incident and booked into the Spokane County Jail. The driver of the vehicle is identified as Jimmy Blackburn, 39. He faces charges of assault 1, drive-by shooting, unlawful possession of firearm, and possessing a stolen firearm. The passenger is identified as Brandalyn LeBrun, 33. She was charged with drive-by shooting. Oh, she's the one that did it? Oh, the suspect has 5 prior felony convictions each. Blackburn's prior convictions include escape 2, possession of stolen vehicle, possession of stolen property, and theft 2. LeBrun's prior convictions include 3 separate counts for possession of controlled substance and taking motor vehicle without permission. That is not good. I mean, this sounds crazy, and it sounds like I feel like I heard these names before. So I'm going to have to look into those, but there's that. Okay, next one coming up. Well, ain't this just the shit? A man arrested in Spokane Valley after leading deputies on a chase that damaged 5 patrol cars. November 28th of 2022. Spokane Valley deputies arrested a man late Sunday after a chase during which 5 patrol cars were damaged. Spokane Valley Police Department reported in a news release. The chase began around 11 p.m. when the Spokane Valley deputy saw a silver Chrysler 300. Imagine that. That deputies believe belonged to a man who had fled law enforcement on multiple occasions and who was suspect in the burglary case. Deputies attempted to block the car from leaving the parking lot of Walmart on 15727 East Broadway Avenue, but the driver Dylan J. Casada, 28, crashed into 2 deputy patrol cars and he fled the scene, police said. Police said the ramming of the patrol car with the deputy inside constituted a felony assault charge that allowed them to initiate a pursuit of the driver. The chase ended when Casada was driving north in the southbound lanes of Pines Road, north of Sprague Avenue, and a deputy struck the Chrysler, and it eventually came to a stop, and Casada was taken into custody. A woman who was a passenger in the car said she told Casada to stop multiple times. Police said that Casada will face numerous charges, including assault, reckless endangerment, eluding, and malicious mischief. I wonder who that woman was. Interesting. Multiple Fenty arrests in the past week. November 28, 2022. Crime, Fent, Idaho State. Yeah, it just tags right here. Lewiston, Idaho. The Lewis-Clark Valley has seen a rise in Fent-related arrests over the past week. The Nez Perce County Prosecutor's Office filed several cases between November 21st and today. And according to a press release, during the investigations, more than 1,300 pills were discovered. There was a Travis J. H. Rickman, 36, of Clarkston, Washington. Possession, intent to deliver, M-word, induce of major contraband into jail. ISP trooper stopped a vehicle because the driver had revoked license plate. Paraphernalia, all that good stuff in there. Small bags, back seats. 218 of them. Nice. Again, glad they're off the streets. This is this man right here. That's actually a different one. So this one is Robinette of Pullman, Washington, 43. Oh, possessions. Okay. Let's see. Arrested, and the passenger the passenger was ultimately arrested, and during the strip search at the jail, 8 of those pills fell out. Shame on you. Wow, this has got, jeez, assault, 3rd degree, from August 2022. Wait a minute. So, this person, let's see, 8 pills from the jail cell under Miranda. Robinette allegedly informed the investigating officer that the fent located on the passenger was his, and he had just purchased them before handing them to the passenger to hide. Well, he took the fall for that one. Nez Perce County Prosecutor's Office argued for a bond of $30,000 because Robinette had a prior failure to appear warrant in 2019. Robinette is under probation for assault in the 3rd degree from August 2022. A prior voluntary manslaughter conviction on 2002. Wow. Yay. There's another one here. Charles Robert R. Walters, 40, Boise. Same thing, possession, all these good stuff. Vehicle matching the description of a person with an active arrest warrant. So he was erratically driving. They pulled him over. From the driver of the vehicle to be the person with the arrest warrants. During that incident, a bag of, blue things fell out, or they were seen in the front passenger seat. They don't hide these anymore. They don't have those secret hiding places that Cheech and Chong have. The vehicle was ultimately searched, and officers allegedly located several hundred of them. Wow. Near an address book with Reed Walters' name on it. That's interesting. Reed Walters. Wow, he's got a bunch of priors. He was released from prison on April 2022 for robbery conviction, 6 prior felony convictions for larceny, unlawful possession of firearm, forgery, burglary, robbery, and possession of a controlled substance. Wow, he's high risk for bond. Well, then we got Anthony Dwenzel Harmon, Clarkston, Washington. Basically the same thing. Arrested him for active warrants. Pretty much, he had the stuff in his cigarette box. He had 2 arrest warrants at the time that he was arrested, 2 prior failure to appear, and criminal history out of California and Idaho. Then we got this guy, Gabriel Nichols, 24, of Lewiston. Dang. Possession of controlled substance. Approached the vehicle and observed the driver to be Gabriel Nichols, who had active arrest warrants. So these were all on active arrest warrants. Yeah, so failure to appears, possession, controlled, yep, the whole works. We got this guy, Kimberly Perego. Yep, like a man named Sue, but it's a man named Kimberly. Possession of controlled substance with the intent to deliver. Detectives placed a GPS tracking device on their vehicle and allegedly observed the vehicle making. Oh, that's interesting. So this makes me think that, yeah, they placed that on Kelly's car. Isn't that interesting, you guys? Observed the vehicle making several trips to Spokane and around the LC Valley over the next month. The vehicle traveled to Spokane from the LC Valley. Wow. Upon returning, the vehicle went to a storage unit in Osaton County. That brings me to the storage units that Kelly's family owns, and there were several break-ins after the murders. So, I always kept, I don't know if you got, in my videos, I'm always saying, check the frickin' storage units. The whole time. Officers were able to conduct the traffic stop. Eventually a K-9 came in and was deployed on the vehicle, and the occupants, Joshua Hessock and Kimberly Perego. I wonder if that's got nothing. His is Ferrozo. No, something like that. The other guy, Queen Kelly's godfather. They were detained anyway. They got Mary Jane, paraphernalia, the pills, and yeah, he handed it. Yeah, wow. They just popping him right and left here. He was got right to jail. And then we got, wait a minute. Oh. The judge was, wait a minute. They got the names. Oh, Am I ahead of myself? This is Kimberly, not the guy. They have the pictures below, not above, it would seem. Okay, well, sorry about that. I'm not going to go back and redo it. So, Joshua Hescott, unless that's a guy, which I think that's probably Kimberly. Anyway, possession, tend to deliver same old things, same with everybody else. Went to a storage unit, just like the other ones did. Wow, K9. Occupants Joshua and Burger were detained. Oh, again? Wait a minute. Oh, they're just showing both of them in different things. Okay. So basically, it's the same thing we're reading over again, but it's just got her picture instead of his. Wow. So he's also got aggravated battery in 2003, grand theft, malicious injury, and to property burglary, grand theft in 2013, an arrest warrant in 2012, to failure to appear in 2009. He's currently on parole. Wow, this guy scares me. This guy's been in Leetah County Jail. Is that the guy they're talking about? Yeah, it is. Okay, he was not too long ago in Leetah. I remember seeing that. Anyway, this one's for you, Embry. Well, maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, but maybe, baby. Okay, that's it. Oh my God, did I just say that? Oh, that makes me sick to my stomach. Sorry. Well, that's all, folks. That's bad.